What's up guys, Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back with another video, and today we're discussing Breon Ansley and how crazy this dude is looking and who can beat him at the 2019 Classic Physique Mr Olympia. Can Chris Bumstead beat him, or is there another name that could take out Breon Ansley potentially? But based on this latest picture that Breon put up and these latest videos, he is looking crazy. I mean, this photo, he looks like a legit 212 competitor, and like a really aesthetic one at that. And when you look at this video of him doing some hammer curls, he just looks crazy. Like, I've never seen Breon look near this big before, and it just is mind-blowing, and it's really exciting because I'm not sure if Breon actually has any room to move in the division weight-wise, but if he did, and he's coming in a little bit bigger now, that's awesome, and it makes him almost unbeatable at this Olympia, in my opinion, because he's been a very good Mr. Olympia, and with everything that's going on in bodybuilding right now, in terms of the Sean Roden thing, the Nathan Diasha thing, the Jeremy Bundia thing, I think that he is probably the best ambassador that bodybuilding could ask for, because, I mean, I've met this dude back in, when was it? I think it was last year, the year before. He was one of the nicest guys on the planet. He stopped and talked to me and my partner at the time for 20-25 minutes, and he was asking me about when I'm competing and all that sort of stuff. I was like, oh, no, like, enough about that. Like, let's talk about you know, because he's a Mr. Olympia. So just the humility of this dude is awesome. His physique is awesome, and he's super well spoken too. So I want to get him on for an interview on this channel very soon. And to be honest, this guy can probably win the Olympia for years to come. Now, many people are saying that Chris Bumstead is the sort of heir apparent. He's younger than Breon, and he's got that taller physique, which many people thought that would be the classic physique look, and that's what the judges would go for. Now, that first Mr. Olympia, you could make a case for Chris Bumstead, that first classic physique one, but I sort of like Breon a little bit more of that one, just a little bit. Like, I thought it was very, very close. Now, the second Olympia, where Breon, which was last year, 2018, now, this one is where Breon put a bit of a gap, to be honest. I thought Breon came in better. He improved on that physique when many people thought that he was sort of probably tapped out. So his conditioning was just on point. He looked a little bit fuller. He posed amazingly well. I thought just he was flawless. Really, really good. And Chris almost took a little bit of a step back. He did have some health issues coming into the contest, so hopefully they've sort of cleared up by now and he's able to bring his best. So there's some updates as well that you're seeing got up on the screen of Chris Bumstead, some recent pictures and whatnot, and some recent posing footage. So hopefully Chris can bring it in, and we've got to say right now, Breon is definitely looking the better out of the two, but Chris, I think, is a genetic freak, and he will really come in at this Olympia, and he's got the frame as well. So the frame and the height. So standing by himself, Chris is never going to look as impressive as Breon does, but standing next to each other, then it's sort of a bit of a different story. But there's another guy that I want to discuss that I think could be a legit contender, and he just competed on the weekend at the Portugal Pro and won the Classic Physique there. His name's Kirill Khudaiev. Now, it says on his Instagram, Kirill Khudaiev. So I think Kirill's maybe his middle name or a nickname, and that's sort of what he goes by most of the time. So this dude is insane. And he's actually coached by former IFBB Pro and top Olympia competitor Dennis Wolf. And they obviously are working well together, because this dude won the Dennis James Classic earlier in the year. I believe it was back in May. And then he won the Portugal on the weekend, and he's coming into the Olympia with some massive momentum. And this dude looks like, in his pictures on Instagram, I feel like he must have to really pull back at the last minute weight-wise, because he looks so big and so bursting full that you think there's no way this dude can actually make Classic, but he makes it, and he looks sensational, and he poses just like Dennis Wolf, which is amazing, classical, really good posing. So he's got the posing down, seems like he's got the conditioning down, he's got the shape, he's got the height, which is going to compare really well to Chris Bumstead, and honestly, I can see this guy being top two, top three in this year's Classic Physique Mr. Olympia. So I think him and Bumstead could definitely be battling. Also, you chuck in there Henry Pierre Ano. Now, he competed in the open bodybuilding and got 6th for that same Portugal show. He's another big, taller dude as well. So I feel like there's going to be a bunch of taller dudes sort of grouped together, battling each other for that second place or that top 5 sort of spots, which is really cool. Now, I'd probably put in, Steve Laureus into this conversation, and you could also put in the Bull, George Peterson as well. But George Peterson, I don't feel like he's got the same shape as these guys, but he can place a 5th or top 5, definitely for sure, easily. maybe even top 4 possibly, but I don't think he can win it just because I don't think he has the aesthetics necessary to actually win an Olympia, but he can do really well. And also Steve Loris is not doing the Classic Physique Olympia this year. So guys, I want to know what you think about this whole Classic Physique Olympia. Is there another name I'm missing out of the conversation? Because there are plenty of names out there, honestly. Like, there's a bunch of other guys I could have included in this video, but I just want to mention those guys who I think are the front runners. It's a bit of an opinion piece from me. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments and who you think is going to be battling Breon Ansley. Or do you think Breon Ansley is easily going to take the 2019 Classic Physique Mr Olympia? I'm a Breon fan. I'm also a Chris fan as well. And I'm also a fan of his new dude too. So lots of physiques to love and lots of personalities to love in the Classic Physique. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, like these videos if you like what's coming at you, and also subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and click that notification bell button and you'll be notified of every video that goes up. And also I want to mention Keon Pearson. Now this dude, he could also be a contender as well, but I'm not sure he's quite there yet. But anyway, guys, that's it for another video. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the support. For Xavier Wills, Desktop Bodybuilding, we are out.